2 weeks ago, my Windows was completely dead, and after that, I wasn't able to access my data at all. I tried almost every fix possible, but nothing was working. Then I found an ISO file that was literally a lifesaver because it contained fixes for almost all the common errors that PC users usually face.
In this video, I'm going to discuss almost all of its features in detail. So let's begin.
First of all, you must have a pen drive of at least 8 GB. Secondly, you will also need Rufus, an ISO file as well. You will find the links for all of these on my website.
First, you need to insert the pen drive. After that, open Rufus. Now you need to extract the zip file. And if it asks for a password, then you have to enter the same password that I'm showing on the screen. Once that is done, you will see an ISO file in front of you, which you need to drag and drop into Rufus like this. Then, as soon as you do this, this option below will automatically change to GPT. If your PC is based on it, then leave it as it is. Otherwise, choose MBR.
Next, you need to click on the Format button, and your pen drive will start formatting. Though here it has been completed successfully, and now I will simply restart the PC and record the remaining process using a hand cam.
As soon as the PC restarts, you need to access your system's boot menu. In my case, the boot menu opens by pressing the F10 key, but in your case, it might be different because this varies from laptop to laptop. As soon as the pen drive boots successfully, a detailed boot menu will open in front of you, something like this. Now let's go through all the options one by one. First of all, this menu has been divided into 2 parts, one for Windows and one for Disk Operating System. According to me, the options in the lower section are not really useful right now because most users nowadays are Windows users. And even if I click on the lower option, it will most likely show an error in my case because I don't have that operating system installed. Now let's move towards the upper section where you will find Windows 11, Windows 10, and Windows 8. Here, you cannot just randomly select any option because it depends on which operating system was actually installed on your system before. As soon as you select it, the loading process begins. After that, the system will install some necessary drivers, so you will need to wait for a short while. Once this process is complete, a screen like this will appear in front of you. Now you can see that Windows has launched properly. We will now explore all the options step by step. So to access the main tools, look at the bottom left corner. You'll see the Windows icon. When you click on it, you'll find all the categories listed there, where you have all the tools that you can use for complete troubleshooting. The first option you get is Backup and Restore. Many times it happens that your system gets corrupted, doesn't boot, or shows a blue screen. In such cases, your first priority is to take a backup of your data and save it, so you can come to this option and access any of the backup tools from here. All of these are meant for backup purposes, like this one, which is a very popular tool, and Backup Suite as well. Let's say I open this one. Then a dashboard like this will appear. On the left-hand side, if you click on Backup, it asks whether you want to take a system backup, a full disk backup, a file backup, or a partition backup. All options are available. Suppose you only have some important files and want those just. Click on File Backup, then add the folder you want. It will show all the locations available on your drive. Since earlier you were unable to log in due to a blue screen or system issue, you couldn't see your drives, but through this method, you can now access all your computer's drives. After Backup and Restore, the next section is Hard Disk. If there is any issue with your SSD or hard disk, or if you want to manage partitions, you'll find many tools here, like Mini Tool Partition Wizard, Ease US Partition Master, DiskPart, Disk Management, Microsoft Disk Script, and more. Let me open Mini Tool Partition Wizard, which is a very popular tool. As you can see, you can access all your drives and tools without even logging into your device. So if your device is locked or showing a blue screen, no need to panic. Just plug this in and you can access and fix your drives from here. Now, what kind of tasks can you perform here? For example, sometimes you have unallocated space on your disk and you want to extend your C drive using that space.
Normally, when you try this in Windows Disk Management, the Extend option is grayed out because the recovery partition is placed right next to the C drive. But here, you can easily do it. Not only that, when you right-click on a partition, you can also perform data recovery, format it, move it, resize it, or merge it with another partition. At the top, you'll also see a separate data recovery option. There is also a partition recovery wizard option. If your entire partition was deleted, you can recover it from here as well. This is just one tool. In the hard disk section, you also have tools like Disk Genius, which is another very popular utility. As I mentioned earlier, every tool in these categories has its own specialty. Most offer basic features, but each one has something unique, so you'll need to open and explore them to understand the differences. So that completes the hard disk section. Next comes Diagnostic. Here, you get many tools to diagnose different components. Let's open one. For example, Hard Disk Sentinel. When you open it, you'll see a dashboard like this. It shows your hard disk or SSD and displays its health status, how healthy your drive is, its condition, performance level, and other detailed information. Performance-wise, it is showing that mine is excellent. It also shows how much free space is available. From here, you can probably run a repeat test as well if you click on that option, and if there is any kind of issue in your disk, it will generate a report for you. Based on not report, you can do further troubleshooting. At least you will get an idea of what the current running condition of your hard disk or SSD is and what its overall health status looks like. There are some other options too, which are basically related to the same thing, so we will close this from here. Now let's look at another tool inside Diagnostics. There is a tool called Sound Check. So if, for example, you are facing any issue with your sound, you can use this to test it. In this way, there are many tools provided in this section. You should check them out yourself as well. After that comes Windows Installation. This tool is basically for selecting the location of the Windows installation file, selecting the location of the boot drive, and selecting the location of the installation drive. So this is mainly related to unattended setup and creating a bootable USB. We don't really need to use this right now. Next comes the network section. In network, you are given some browsers as well, like Opera. There is FileZilla, which is basically a file server client. You also get uTorrent and Advanced IP Scanner. If we open it and run a scan, it will scan the IP addresses to see which IPs are connected. If you ever feel that your device might be compromised and that multiple people may have taken access to it, then from here you can basically find out which connections are currently established. Similarly, in the network section, you get many more tools. You can disable or enable the firewall for a while depending on your need. There is also remote access and VPN. If you want to establish a remote connection, you are given tools like Supremo, TeamViewer, and AnyDesk. You can open any of them. If you want to connect remotely in a safe way without using your main operating system, you can use one of these remote access tools from here. After that, the next category is data recovery. We already saw similar tools in the hard disk section, but here you get a separate dedicated category with some advanced recovery tools. For example, there is Active Partition Recovery, which is a very good tool. When you click on it, you will see a simple dashboard. It gives you two basic options. Suppose a situation occurs where your entire partition gets deleted and you want to recover it, or a file or folder. Depending on what was deleted, you choose the appropriate option. Then it will show you all the drives and ask from which location your data was deleted. If it was deleted from the C drive, double-click on C drive. It will start scanning and display the files that were recently removed. From there, you can easily recover them. Then comes Windows Recovery Environment. This is actually one of the biggest highlights of this bootable USB, and it helps in fixing blue screen errors. Suppose you get an error like, your PC did not start correctly, or a blue screen recovery message. In that case, you need to plug in this bootable USB. Even if you are stuck in automatic repair like I was, you can boot from this USB and then come to this option. The first page you will see will ask you to choose your keyboard layout, select your language, and click on Troubleshoot. Then you will find the Microsoft Diagnostic option. Click on it. Then select whichever Windows version you are using, like Windows 10. You will see a toolbox called Diagnostic and Recovery Toolkit. Inside it, you will find many options, but the one you need to focus on is the SFC scan option. This is not the normal SFC that you run through command prompt. It includes additional command suffixes that deeply scan your system files and boot files. If there is any issue causing the blue screen, it will try to fix it. It will load deeply, launch all necessary engines, and scan everything thoroughly. If there was any problem that caused the blue screen, it will resolve it here. This may take some time, so you need to wait until the process is fully completed. Once it is done, follow the instructions, close it, and restart your device normally. After rebooting, you will see that the blue screen issue has been resolved. After Windows Recovery Environment comes the Drivers section. Suppose you are facing driver-related issues and want to install or update all drivers. You can easily do so from here. Next comes the Formatting section. Here you get a very important tool called Active Kill Disk. When you open it, you will see a dashboard like this. This tool is useful if you want to sell your device or give it to a stranger, a family member, or a friend. Normally, you delete files or reset your PC. But remember, files deleted normally can still be recovered. If you ever need to permanently delete data so that it can never be recovered, for that, open this tool. Select the drive or partition you want to wipe. Right-click or select it, and you will see options like Erase Disk or Wipe Disk. Click on Erase Disk, and it will completely wipe the disk. After formatting, the next category is Utilities. In Utilities, there are some amazing tools like this one. Through this, you can troubleshoot Windows system file corruption. You can run deployment image servicing commands and fix issues. There is also Show Key Plus. If you click on it, sometimes you might have forgotten your Windows license key and cannot find it. This tool will show your product name, build version, and your installed license key. There are many other tools here as well, like RAM disk configuration and Unlocker. Unlocker is very useful. If we open it, it asks which system file or location you want to access. Many times you try to delete a file or folder but get access denied messages, or it says the file is in use and cannot be deleted. Even moving or copying it becomes impossible. Suppose there is a file in the system location that is not getting deleted. From here, you can copy it, delete it, move it to another folder, or perform actions that you could not do in normal Windows 10 or 11. Then comes resetting password, which is one of the most popular reasons people use this USB. So click on the Start icon, go to Programs, and then Resetting Password. You will see several tools. I will open Simplex Password. A simple dashboard appears. It asks which account's password you want to reset. I select my user account from the dropdown. Click on Remove Password. Within seconds, it says the password of the following user was removed. There are 3D utilities like Ultra ISO Premium, which you get for free here. If you don't know, Ultra ISO is used to modify ISO files, burn ISOs, or make changes inside them. Then comes antivirus. Sometimes your device gets heavily infected with viruses and malware, and you cannot even work properly. So for that, click on the first option. Then it will download first. Let it download. Once it is done, agree and continue. Now you can quickly scan your computer and cure it from malicious objects. After antivirus comes the Systems section. Here you get console utilities, important commands, and encryption options. So guys, these were all the tools available in this bootable USB, and I have tried to cover all the tools. Hopefully you now understand each tool and have an idea of how to use them. If I missed anything, or if you want more information, do let me know in the comments. And if you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We will meet in the next video. Till then, take care.